She's a 41-year-old mom of 3 boys, works full-time, and has exactly 5 minutes in the morning to deal with her skin. Sound familiar? In this live skincare coaching session, I'm helping one of our real listeners build a routine that actually fits her life and budget. From dark under eye circles and oily T-zones to products from Amazon, Target, or Ulta, nothing is off the table in this episode. You'll hear why skipping serums is hurting your skin, even if you're short on time, what to swap when your cleanser is Suave hand soap, and I have a healthy swap for you, and what to do when you're too tired to even wash your face at night. This is me, by the way, sometimes that I have a healthy swap for this as well. It's a good jam-packed episode. This is real skincare for real life, okay? No filters, no fluff, just practical advice that works. Let's jump into the episode now. Welcome to the Spa Skin and Beauty Podcast. Struggling with wrinkles, dark spots, or an overwhelming skincare routine? I'm Lindsay, an esthetician who has found a simple skincare routine for clear, youthful skin, even in my 40s. In this podcast, I'll share quick, easy, non-toxic solutions to help you love your skin and stay motivated. So grab your products, press play, and let's transform your skin. Okay, so my first question is, and I already know these answers, but I'm going to just ask you for the podcast. Ashley, I wanted to ask you what your age was and also what you do for a living and what your biggest skincare concern is.
Yes. So I will be 41 in like a couple of weeks in July. So birthday's coming up.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am a sales manager for a higher education technology company. And my biggest thing is I have really like dark circles under my eyes. They are covered by concealer right now. But, I have 3 kids, so I'd love to be able to just like slap on a little bit of eye makeup and walk out the door. But I feel like my dark eye circles have gotten so bad that I can't do that anymore. So,
And you have like the most beautiful blue eyes. It matches your shirt right now too. So we have to make sure that you love your eyes. I have a couple of things I'm going to recommend for you. So let me ask you, where do you normally shop for your products? Is it like Amazon, Sephora, Ulta, Inside a Spa? Where is it usually?
yeah, so I have very little in the way of a skincare routine. I'm not even sure you would call it a routine, but I do shop on Amazon and I have shopped at Ulta. And I think I might have been in a Sephora once. I know where Sephora is, but mostly I'm Target sometimes. But I really I don't buy a whole lot of skincare products. I've worn the same makeup since I was in my early 20s, and now I order that online. And then I need a skincare routine.
And I am so excited to help you with that. So I'm looking over the skin consultation that you filled out. And so I wanted to go over because I don't see your skincare products listed. So let's go over. So walk me through like your morning routine and your night and tell me everything that you're doing to your skin and also what products that you're putting on your skin.
Yes, so it'll be very short. And you're probably going to cringe.
No, I promise I won't.
So in the morning, I rinse my face off with water and then I put lotion on my face. I do have IS Clinical lotion that has like an SPF in it. So if I'm going to be in the sun, I will put that on. But occasionally, or maybe more than occasionally, I'll just use the Suave hand soap that's on the counter in my bathroom.
You mean when you wash your face?
Yeah, I just rinse my face off and then I just put lotion on.
Okay, and then you use the IS Clinical lotion after the hand soap.
So it just depends on like if I put lotion on my face somehow, whether it is Suave lotion or IS Clinical lotion.
Okay.
And then I put makeup on like when I get ready after I've had a shower.
And let's go over your makeup. What makeup are you using?
So I use Bare Minerals. So I use their like powder foundation and then the mineral veil and then some bronzer. And then I put on eye makeup. Like I put on eyeliner and mascara.
And what eyeliner and mascara are you using?
The eyeliner is Bare Minerals. The mascara is like Maybelline Soft and something. And then I usually have my eyebrows tinted, but if they're not tinted, I will fill them in with Bare Minerals, like whatever that's eyebrow.
Oh, like eyebrow powder or tint?
It's a liquid and it's like on a little brush and you just brush it in. So, because I don't have any eyebrows if they're not tinted or filled in, like they're blonde.
They're blonde. Yeah.
Yes.
They look
Well,
great.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. And then I'm just probably assuming that you do not have any beauty tools that you're using.
No, so I do have a like facial steamer that I own. I haven't used it in a while, but I do own it. You just like fill it with water and then you just steam your face.
Okay. Are you using any exfoliation during the week?
So occasionally, if I feel like my skin feels icky, I do have like just an exfoliating soap in the shower, and sometimes I'll scrub my face. And if I do that, I'll wash it with like an IS clinical cleanser just to make sure I've got all that off. That's probably maybe twice a week, just to keep. I don't know why I do that. It just seemed like a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. And do you use any type of serums on your face? Okay, so no serums. Okay. And so for nighttime, are you doing the same routine or what are we doing for night?
If I have energy, I will wash my face with the IS Clinical cleanser and then put on the IS Clinical lotion. If I am being lazy, I will use the hand soap that is on the counter to get my makeup off because I can't stand sleeping in makeup. And then we'll use just the Suave lotion that is on the counter. Again, I know that is cringy. And I'm amazed that I have any decent skin left whatsoever after doing that forever. But
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for your honesty with that because I know it's hard to admit that. But also, I'm a mom of a toddler. Your oldest is what, 3? I mean, your youngest is 3?
yeah, so 9, 7, and 3.
Okay, so I am in the same boat with you. Like, it's exhausting at the end of the night, right? And there's some times where you're just like, forget it. I just can't do it. And so I'm going to do some easy swaps that some people don't know about, and I'm glad to share with them. So when I am really exhausted, I can't even bother with the cleanser. Like, I got to hit the pillow like right now. A really, a really good tip is to have a micellar water. I don't know if you've heard of that before, but it's in so you can get it at one of the stores. And by the way, I'm gonna build out your routine. So you're gonna have it. You're not gonna have to think about it. You can print it out and you can ask me questions. So it's gonna be quick and easy. But when a super, super lazy way to cleanse your skin, and I don't mean to do this every night. So we're not doing like lazy skin every night, but on those on those nights on those nights where we just can't, then I use micellar water. So it is just in a bottle. The French are known for micellar water because the reason why they invented it is because the water can be, it's not filtered. And so you're putting all that on your skin. It can wreak havoc on your skin. So a micellar water was the answer to it. And it's great because it attracts your makeup and it cleanses your skin at the same time. So if you can, I just use that with cotton rounds and I'll do several passes on that, several cotton rounds, and at least I'm doing that. Now that is my ultimate lazy. And then I have one skin, which I talk about all the time. So I know like, okay, I've cleansed my skin with that. Then usually I have a really nice like toner that I spritz on. And I don't mean one that has any acids in it, but more of a refreshing one. I spritz it on, or I'll use a Avon thermal spring water. It's just really nice. It just gives you that hydration. And then I'll put on my one skin because I know my one skin is going to have all my actives in it. Because if you want the biggest bang for your buck, you want actives in that either serum or that moisturizer. So okay, I didn't do much to my skin, but I know that I cleansed it properly. And with the hand soap, that hand soap has other things that are not nourishing for your skin. It's going to strip off your barrier too much for your skin. And we want to keep that skin barrier intact. And also it has typically other additives in that soap, like fragrances, perfumes, and like a whole list of stuff that we just don't want to go into our, yeah, that we don't want in our body, right? And as you know, well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm also a licensed thermographer. So I see, that's what I do for a living is also help people with their internal issues, and I take thermograms. And so I usually like, okay, let's clean up your routine. Let's get this to where we are making sure what goes in our body is nice and clean. So I am going to remove the Suave hands. How about this? I'm going to replace it. I'm going to do a swap, a healthy swap.
It needs a healthy swap. I mean, like I said, I feel like I can't believe I have like any skin left after 41 years of like hodgepodging. So I'm in it.
Well, hey, at least you're washing your face though, right? You're like,
I'm not sleeping with makeup on.
so a 10 for that. So we're just going to do a healthy swap. And then on those lazy nights, you can just call it a night.
What is an active?
So an active would be like a peptide or a growth hormone, anything that's going to like change your skin. Actives can also include acids too, but I like One Skin. It's just such an easy, it's called a skin supplement, but it really is a fancy word. It's a lotion.
Okay.
It sounds fancy, but you'd put it on as a lotion. It has incredible results. I personally have used it for years. It's really hard to beat, and it is in my routine. They have a body and a face one. You can use the face for your body, but I mean, it's a little bit. So I love the body one too. And when I'm out of my face, I use the body on my face because I'm like, this is the same thing. I know this is more concentrated, but we're going to use every last drop. And I'll send you all of that too. So for your dark circles, I'm going to send you a test because it's called a pinch test. So I need to know if your dark circles are caused by thin skin or if it's pigmentation. Do you happen to know that? Like, how long have you had your dark circles?
I've always worn concealer under my eyes in some format, like since my mid 20s, but it's getting worse as I get older. And I don't know if that, I mean, obviously I have three little kids, I have a big job, so I don't know if I just sleep less and that's what it's coming from, or if it's just a natural part of aging.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's the pigmentation or if it's thin skin. And so those are two different things, and we would treat those two different ways. So that I need to know first. So I'm going to give you instructions, and I'm just going to tell you over the podcast. If you pinch your skin under your eyes, if you can see if the darkness lifts or remains, if the darkness disappears when lifted, it's likely due to thin skin. If the darkness stays, it's likely due to pigmentation. And I'm going to send this to you, and I have a video that I can send for you to do. And so you need to do it when everything's off, like clear skin, right? And then you'll let me know and respond, okay, it did lift or it's still there. And then that way I can direct and guide you on what we're going to do. I have some things in mind. There's a product I have in mind. There's also a device I have in mind, but I have to know which one are we treating because it'll be either this one or that one. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you about. And okay, so for your age, and I am looking at your budget and your time because I really think that's important in your age. I think it's important because Ashley, I want to make sure that I hear how tired you are and you're going to be in the season for a while. Do you know what I mean? Like you're in it. So I want to make sure that you're happy with this. I don't want to overwhelm you. So if you could tell me in your morning routine, how many minutes do I have with you in the morning, realistically?
Yeah, so realistically, I would say five or less.
Okay, so I've got 5 minutes with you in the morning. Okay. And how many minutes do I have with you in the evening?
Probably five.
I have 5 minutes. Okay, with you in the evening.
I mean, and I want to like put the caveat on that like I realize so if I want to, I guess I differentiate between regular routine and like maybe I need to do something extra to get rid of the dark circles under my eyes. And so like I would like to have a regular routine where I'm treating my skin like it deserves to be treated. That's 5 minutes or less. But if I needed to do something additional to I feel like I would be motivated because I'm tired of looking at the dark circles under my eyes. So I think I would give an extra 5 minutes in the morning and in the evening, or one or the other, to treat that. But it would be nice to have like a quick routine where I can get up and like get my face clean and know that I'm doing the right thing in the morning and the evening, aside from that.
Okay, I love that you said that. So you gave me a little bit of extra time. So what I could do with that, would you allow me to add a beauty device in there and you literally just wear the device for a few minutes?
Yes. Yeah. I get 3 kids ready. So I mean, especially if I can do things while I'm becoming beautiful or more beautiful or helping myself, then it's helpful.
Let me tell you, you should see. So Ellison, my toddler, he is so used to mama's red light mask. Like I have a helmet I put on. He knows how to turn it on. He turns on the mask and he brings me my mask. It's so cute. He knows about my frownies. So, have you heard frownies? He tries to peel them off and he's like, Mama's frowning. I'm like, hey, like, we're in this together. Like, this is, I mean, I just turned 48. Like, I have to keep up with this stuff. And as you age, obviously, we do battle or challenge with the fine lines and wrinkles, just things that happen with our skin. And so I really always like to add a beauty device. I just think that we need that help from electricity and things, whether it's a microcurrent or an LED mask or whatever. And so I like to build that around the person's current needs. Wish someone could just look at your skin and tell you exactly what to do. That's what I do in my one-to-one skincare coaching sessions. And today's episode is your sneak peek. Whether you're juggling a full schedule, a tight budget, or you just want to finally fix that one stubborn issue like oily skin, dark circles, or forehead lines, I'll help you create a routine that's easy, affordable, and designed just for you. In just one session, you'll walk away with a personalized skincare plan, clear product recommendations, even from Amazon or Target, and strategies to actually stick with your routine, even if you only have 5 minutes in the morning. Book your spot today at lindsayholder.com/coaching. That's lindsayholder.com/coaching. Lindsay is spelled with an E, so LINDSEY. Your skin deserves more than guesswork. So besides your dark circles, is that like your main thing that you just want to focus on right now?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm starting to see. So I actually wanted to know if frownies work because I feel like people put frownies everywhere. Like keep seeing advertisements. Maybe my Instagram knows that I'm in my 40s and it's like, here, everybody needs frownies. So those actually work.
Okay, so you're seeing me. How does my forehead look?
Amazing. I mean, I was talking to friends about you and I was like, she's the most beautiful skin I've ever seen. And then she's also 48, which is like incredible. She looks like a 16-year-old. So clearly they do work if that's what you're using.
I use brownies and I work up my skin. I always compare it to that. Okay, so I use an app for my weightlifting and the girl is in shape. You know what I mean? And I want my trainer, look good. Right? I'm like, so I'm going to listen to her. So I do practice what I preach. Personally, I do something every single day to my face. I do have my lazy nights, but I do make up for it the next night, or I'll make up for the next morning and I have my devices all set. But what I really like to do, because Ashley, as we mature and as we age, we do typically have to add a little bit more in as the years go on. So I would love to prove to you that I can fix your dark circles, right? So, because there's that trust. So I am going to do that. All right. We're in it together. And then once you trust me, we build that trust and we've got your skincare routine down. I'm going to build a very minimal one. Then we can add in, if you want, the frownies. If you feel like, okay, because I don't have Botox or fillers and I like to keep everything really natural. So then, yeah, we can add certain steps. If you feel like you have time for that, then we can start to incorporate things like that.
Yes, I'm a big fan of bite-sized chunks. Like, if you gave me like a big routine now, even if I thought I was going to be a supermodel in 6 weeks, it probably wouldn't happen because I would just get overwhelmed.
Feel like that with anything in life, when you start something new, even just for me to add 2 new products, like I'm switching them out, that is a change. So I need you to get like comfortable and used to that. And then you're like, we check in and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not in a rush. Right. So like I'm working with somebody right now, like we're on month 4. back and forth. And she's loving it. And then I'll add something in or we'll swap it out. And that's what this is about. And it can be overwhelming. I know that sometimes you can go into a spa or something and they like put like 10 things out on the counter. You're like, oh my God, I just wanted like one thing. And
Yes.
yeah. So that's where I'm a little different is I really want to make sure that I understand your lifestyle, what's going on, what's your main pain point, fix that, and then we can make small tweaks that make a big difference. And then so there's two budgets that I always ask. First is your starting budget. And it looks like you gave me a starting budget and then you have a maintenance budget. So your starting budget is 100 to 150, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then your maintenance monthly budget is 75 to 100.
Yep.
The reason why I also like that is I have a budget calculator. So I'm going to you have your own folder, right? And then I put inside the folder all the recommendations. I'll give you the links to like videos, anything that you need. But also, I put a budget calculator. It's really cool. And I build it for you and we modify it each month as you go along. So we're still within a budget. So let's say, for instance, I need to add a device and we need to work within your budget, then I may say, okay, let's hold off on replacing this skincare product. Like, let's finish this IS first, because I actually need you to get this device. So let's hold up in 2 months so we can purchase that device first, and then we can swap out that IS in month 3. So things like that, I like to work with clients on.
I love that. And I'm kind of flexible. I mean, I put my I guess my thought is if there's something I need to buy up front to get what I want long term, then let me know. Because I have had no skincare routine. So aside from like the makeup that I buy, I don't feel like I have. It's like if you tell somebody you're going to switch to fresh market groceries and they're like, what's your budget? And you're like, well, I've never been in a fresh market, so I don't know. So,
Buckle up, get ready to spend some
yes,
money on fresh
yes.
market.
So I think that's kind of where I'm at too, is like, I don't, if there's things I need to buy up front that we need to work into our budget, I'm open to that, but I just have no idea what the world looks like with a skincare routine.
Absolutely. For those listening, Fresh Market is probably equivalent to an Irwan in LA, or maybe Whole Foods or something like that. Some people are like, Fresh Market? I'm like, yeah, I love Fresh Market though. I'm like, ooh, I just feel so luxurious when I go in there.
It does. It feels nice and fancy.
It does. It feels nice and fancy. And for the shopping part, yeah, I may have certain things that are specifically on that website. So I can't get everything from Amazon, but are you flexible if I was like, okay, go to this retailer?
Yes. As long as you can tell me where to go, I can figure it out.
And I'm even dabbling with, hey, do you want me to get it for you? And like me just go ahead and take care of it and send it to you. I'm kind of dabbling with that with people. Like, what's easier for you?
Yeah. I mean, we're out all the time. So if it's somewhere local to where we live, I mean, we are on the go. Like with 3 boys, we don't like sit around our house because they would destroy it. So it doesn't bother me to pick things up. But if there's something special that you have access to, I can.
Or just buy it. Mine are just online. Yeah, they're just like links.
Yeah. So I don't mind ordering things online. Like it's either way works for me.
Okay, perfect. And I see your supplements and everything that you're taking. And that's great. You don't have fabric softeners. That's good. Everything else looks good. Okay. Well, I'm really excited to. Oh, the one thing I did want to talk to you about was you did check yes for fragrances or perfumes.
Yeah. So I use, and I can't remember what I checked, but my shower gel has I just use the Bath and Body Works. Again, like not very bougie, but yes, so it does have fragrance in it.
I would like to pull that just because I'm really big on no fragrances or perfumes because that really does go into our body. And then that can cause a host of problems. So I'm going to switch that out and I'll switch it out in your routine for something more natural. Go ahead and, can use it up. I don't want to not, but the next switch, we're going to switch to the healthier swap because everything that we have that goes into our skin, literally goes into our body and our cells. And so we want to keep that at optimal performance, especially as we age.
Just curiously, what shower gel or body wash do you use for? It's Ellison, is your son, right? Because I know that you're very protective of you're helping those of us who are aging, but I assume that like with your son, it's the same way where you're trying to watch out for his health. So is there a natural one that you like? We've always used Burt's Bees, I think, and it's fragrance free, but I don't actually know if it's any good.
Yeah, yeah, Burt's Bees is fine. Ellison had a huge battle with eczema after he was born, and I have that. I fixed it. You should see the before and afters on my site actually because it was so bad. And then for his bathing, this is what I do. I put in Epsom salt and baking soda in his bath, okay, equal of both, and that is his soap. And yeah, so that the baking soda and Epsom salt is going to clean him, and it's also going to give him the minerals that he needs. For any areas that are, you know how kids are, they're like super sticky or like, I really need to get this off, or the bottom of his feet. I just use like castor soap, Dr. Bronner's.
Okay.
I just use that soap. It's a castor soap, and I get it. Actually, you can just get it off from the Dr. Bronner store off Amazon, or when I go into Whole Foods, I grab some and I use that. And then the rest of it is in his bath water. And I love it because with that Epsom salt, you're getting that magnesium and it's getting into the child, like under, inside, with their feet, it's getting them and it calms his nervous system down for the night. It's just calming him down. It's so great. The baking soda is great too. It softens your skin. And both of those, it's antibacterial, antimicrobial. So it's such a wonderful. Now, another tip that I do, now he has the eczema, which is under control, but I love doing this. I put in jojoba oil on his skin while he's in the bathtub before I run the water. So I just glaze it over him a little bit. It just protects his skin. And then I put that in his bath. So that is what I do. Another thing, and this is so not bath related, but I know we're about to go. I know we're about to go in the summer season with the pools. And so before he goes into the pool, I do put coconut oil on his body because it protects him with the chlorine in the pool. And then I put his sunscreen on.
So you take the coconut oil and then you use sunscreen?
Usually I will put, how do I do this? Because we're about to go to the beach too. I will put, actually, I think I put the sunscreen on first. And by the way, he is in a rash guard that's long sleeve, so he doesn't even need it. And he has a hat on, and he is covered. So on those few spots, but in the pool, I do want to make sure that he's covered. So no, I think I put the sunscreen on first, and then put the coconut oil on after. Reverse that, yeah. And that just helps with that. So it's not getting absorbed into his skin.
Love some coconut oil. We use that all the time when the kids were babies. Like, you should buy the one thing and then like it works for everything.
It really does, but it just protects them from that chlorine that's in that water. I wish our pool was salt water, but it's just not, and so it can disrupt his barrier really, really quickly, and he's gotta take swim lessons, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind because I mean they like they're in the pool all the time, so they just get real dry and itchy, and so that's a great idea. And it's also non offensive. My kids don't love sunscreen, but we like torture them with it, because it's important. But I feel like coconut oil doesn't bother them because we started using it when they were so young. It's like if your lips are chapped, put on some coconut oil. If you have a booty rash, put on some coconut oil. Like it's like
put in some coconut oil, and the way I put on his sunscreen, I love Babo Botanicals, and I have the sunscreen stick. It's just such a really, really good one. It's EWG approved. There's just nothing in it. And then I have a makeup brush. So I do the stick and then I just swirl it on with the makeup brush all over. And it's just so much easier than trying to blend it in because he's like moving left and right, but he likes the brush. So he thinks it's fun. So we do the brush, and his teachers at school are like, "You're the only one that has ever bought like a makeup brush with a sunscreen." I'm like, "Yes, that is me."
well, I saw that on TikTok, but I haven't tried it yet. It's on my list for this summer because we're very big on sunscreen because having sunburned kids, like I would like to say it's because I like care about their skin and I'm like organic and all the things, but really I just don't want to hear any of them weeping and whining about a sunburn. So it's like, yeah, I'm not, but like we weep and whine enough and they're already loud enough. So I don't want them to be burnt.
And that's another reason why I like long sleeve rash guards, because you don't have to apply the sunscreen all over their back, the chest, all the way down to their hand, like, their wrist right there, because the long screen rash guards take care of it in the hat. So it just gets a lot of that. So I just recommend for us with little ones.
Sweet little humans trying to keep them safe.
I know. I know. Well, awesome. I'm so glad. I hope this was helpful. And do you have any more questions? Like, do you feel like let's start with this?
Yes, I feel like this sounds very manageable, and I am very excited to work with you, Lindsay, and to get my skin to look like yours or even close to yours. Um, but I really appreciate your like judgment free, like, I know I need a skincare routine, and every time I look at a blog or read online, I get overwhelmed. So I'm really excited to get started.
Awesome. Okay, so don't hang up, but I'm going to tell you goodbye right now, but don't hang up.
Okay.
All right, then I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Ashley.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Loved today's live skincare coaching session? Keep the momentum going inside the Lapree Beauty app, your free go-to skincare guide created by me, a licensed esthetician of over 15 years. Inside the app, you're going to find exclusive tutorials I recommended during today's session, perfect for tackling dark circles, oily T-zones, and maximizing your skincare in just 5 minutes. Plus, I've reviewed some of the budget-friendly products we talked about so you can shop smarter and feel confident about what's going on with your skin. Download the Lapree Beauty app on the App Store or Google Play to access expert-backed videos, trusted product tips, and bonus content from today's episode. Your skin coach is now right in your pocket.